Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on Faraday Future. We are still diving here in the very exciting price ranges. So it is still possible that we see here a technical pump and the market makers try to dip the price down a little bit more, because I already mentioned here the price goals which I personally have here for Faraday Future before a possible squeeze happens, guys. This is of course not financial advice, but I will give you here now the updated price goals based on the chart, and this is, as I said, my personal opinion based on the chart and based on the technicals. Okay guys, here we go. Let's dive into the chart. Let's start with the video. So when we see here Faraday Future, where we had here the significant pumps, then we know that everything here over $3.85 is triggering a squeeze, or can trigger a squeeze. Of course, as long as Faraday Future doesn't dilute the stock. I will enable here my drawings for you in a second, but what I want to share with you also is the short interest here on Faraday Future. We have now here a short interest of 4.3 million shares, which is based on the actual float 39%. So we remember when we had this big squeeze here back in May 2024 this year, this 10,000% squeeze, the short interest was almost 100%. So the short interest is increasing again. The question is, can we see here a short squeeze for Faraday Future? And if yes, how high will this ticker here squeeze? So we have a short squeeze score here from 89%. So that means we are ranking here in the top 50 in Fintel. I don't focus too much on that, guys, because there are some reasons why Faraday Future is ranking here in the top 50, but it gives us some perspective or information what is going on behind the scenes. Nothing special to for the short shares availability here, since always the short sellers take the shares if they are available. It is good. We have a short bore fee rate which is not too high. This is in favor for a squeeze, because when the short bore fee gets too high, that means the short sellers pay any price they want just to get shorts. So this is not bullish, guys. This is okay. It's still not cheap, but also not super expensive. So the most important part for us here is, of course, the actual float. And we can see that the actual float here related to the last days, which we have here, is 11.2, almost 11.2 million. This is the actual float for Faraday Future. So that means we have here a low float situation, and this is in favor, of course, for a squeeze. So I don't hope they dilute the stock. Short interest, as I mentioned, 4.3 million shares. Why could they dilute, guys? The problem is that we have here a market capital below $35 million. Usually when you want to be trading here on the Nasdaq, you need a market capital for more than $50 million. So in worst case 35 million, but in best case at least 50 to $100 million. So we are below that already. That is a trigger or a hint that Faraday Future may have to dilute the stock in future again, and that would of course not in favor for a squeeze, especially when we're trading here low to the still not $1, guys, but I mean, you know how quick we can fall here. This stock is very volatile, so it is no problem to go back here below $2. So being that said, let's enable now the charts here, the drawings. If you're new to this channel here, guys, welcome. The main purpose is to educate you in trading. That's why I will show you here different chart setups for Faraday Future, but I also upload here a lot of other short squeeze plays. Today is Monday. Yesterday I uploaded here my brand new hot stock video, so I release those videos every Sunday, guys, and these videos here contain tickers with high squeeze potential. So what does that mean? When I release this video on Sunday, I expect these tickers here, which are included in this video, to squeeze in the very few next days, guys. There is never a guarantee in the market, but I predicted already here a couple of short squeezes just last week. Show you this as a quick example. I released here my hot stock video on Sunday as usual, and you can see just one day later this ticker here started to squeeze, and in total 270%. And the week before we had this one here. Also, I had two short squeezes the week before, but this was here one of the bigger ones. And we had also here the video release date, came back in the green liquidity zone, bottom of the trend channel here, and then you can see the squeeze got triggered. So it is very predictable when short squeezes can happen, and that's why I give you here also an update on Faraday Future. So if you want to see these hidden short squeeze stocks, guys, you can join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You get access here to all the member videos, to the hot stock videos, and to my trading alerts. Trading alerts are simple screenshots where I also show very volatile tickers with the buying liquidity zones, with the stop loss price levels, exit price levels, and so on. And this is something what I provide only on Patreon, in addition to my so-called hot stocks, guys. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced trader, everybody is welcome. We are a very, very fast growing community here, guys. It's unbelievable how many members here join in every day. So if you want to be a part of that, guys, you can use the link here in the video description. Please notice that Patreon will increase the prices by November 1st, but when you join in before November 1st, you don't have to pay an additional price. They will increase the prices by 30%. I will not do that. This is done here by Patreon. But if you join in before November 1st, you don't have to pay the additional 30%, even of course not in the upcoming months. The price stays the same. The links are here in the video description, guys. So, guys, make it or break it for Faraday Future, yeah? That's how I call it. We have here, I calculate always these kind of squeeze windows here. If you didn't see my previous videos, we have here a volatility date range where a squeeze is possible, and you can see as soon as we left this date window here, directly a squeeze started. But this is of course Mickey Mouse squeeze, guys, nothing to mention here. You can see 30%, 35%, very good for swing traders of course, but Mickey Mouse, guys. We want to see here a big squeeze to happen. And why do I say this is a make it or break it decision right now? Because my personal price call never changed. I mentioned that in I don't know how many weeks ago, that I expect Faraday Future to come down here in this liquidity zone, which means $2.15 to $1.97. This is, in my opinion, not financial advice, this is in my opinion here the most supportive price range which we have in the chart, which is in favor for a squeeze. The problem is, guys, when we see this kind of pattern, when this is our bottom here, if we say now that this is our bottom, or even the bottom is already in and everything below the price level here of, let's say, $3.50 is just a fake out. We had a big pump here, we had a big pump here. You can see $3.48 is a very responsive price level here, or $3.47 is the red line here in my chart. But what does that mean? If we have here something like a descending wedge pattern here, and we don't start to squeeze out of this wedge pattern, guys, then this is usually here a bearish setup. That means we just crashing down. And believe it or not, but even new all-time lows for Faraday Future are possible. You cannot just go, all in stocks. I mean, do what you want. This is your decision. But I always recommend you have to see both sides of the play. And one is a big squeeze or even a short squeeze. And the other is that the bears win, that maybe the company dilute the stock. So they bring more shares to the short sellers. And this is, of course, not in favor for a squeeze. That's why I personally will set my stop loss here below $1.96 if we break out here for more than 1 day and don't recover the next day. Guys, I'm out for this play. Of course, there is a situation as soon as we leave this algo trend channel here, you can see the red line in the chart. Then I may enter again, but this is the play which I'm doing here for Faraday Future. And as I mentioned already in my previous videos, when we just talk here about an algo squeeze, not a big short squeeze, guys, just an algo squeeze, we can easy gain here from the actual price, $2.51. So here, we can easy gain here 200%. So if you see a pump from 200%, this is not a short squeeze, guys. This is just an algo pump. You can see that Faraday Future is trading here in this trend channel pattern. Of course, the volatility gets now, this is flattening out here a little bit, but this is still the main algo trend line is waiting here, the yellow line, and that would mean a potential 200% squeeze based on the actual price back here in the $7.50 to $8 range. Then everything over $8, guys, then I will do, of course, an update video, because then we talk here about a short squeeze scenario. This is what we have here in the chart. No open gaps in the 4 hours chart, and when we see the daily chart, we have here a lot of open gaps. That's why also for me, one of the hints is that we have this gap down here. So we gap down here in this price zone. As I said, $3.47 is also a supportive price range. The market makers managed it to gap the price down. That's why we have an open gap here at $3.66. So an absolute worst case, if we just close this open gap and don't continue to squeeze, that still is a profit here from 45% based on the actual price. And when we would catch here a bottom here in the $2 range, let's for example do it here, we have a potential gain here when we fall down before closing the gap of 80% plus. So that's why I think it is worth it to take a risk here. This is my opinion, not financial advice, guys. Make your own due diligence, but we have still a short squeeze situation here for Faraday Future. and that's why I do this update here for you right now. Guys, if you like this content, if you don't want to miss any updates on Faraday Future or the other short squeeze plays, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. Don't forget here to check out my brand new hot stocks available right now, the brand new video. And if you want to copy the price levels here from my chart, this is here everything based on TradingView. What you see, guys, these are here the price range which I expect here between $2.15 and $1.97. Here is the a little bit of the algo trigger. It's not a resistance. $3.47 is the algo trigger, and as I said here, the price range for the normal algo squeeze is back here to $7.90 in the $8 range. So if you want to copy the price levels, you can of course get here a discount for TradingView. I use that chart program here for all my videos and of course for all my own trades since many years, and I love it. If you really want to learn trading, this is the way to go, guys. So you can use my discount link also available here in the video description. Then you save $15, and I always recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. Guys, that was my update for you on Faraday Future. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute. Bis zum nächsten Faraday Future Video und ja, viel Erfolg beim Traden. Take care. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.